What is up, everyone? It's Sweaty Zeus, continuing on with the First Berserker Khazan. We're starting at the crevice here, and this should be right after you finish the demo, which if you check, I have a playlist on. I did that back when the beta came out, and then I also replayed the when the demo came out as well. But we are finally in the main game now, so follow this path up here to the top, and you'll find this wall, which you can just dash through. And it'll give you an early armor set, the Executioner set, which is one of the better looking ones I've found so far. And it has a bunch of really cool set bonuses. One being, I think, like a 20% increase on like your criticals, which are, I forget what they're called right now, sorry. Oh damn, I just blew my mic up. But anyways, yeah, we're here at the crevice. We've got this guy here who sells stuff. Let's see what he's got real quick. That spear. I like the way that one looks. Kind of goes with our armor set. He's the grandson of that old lady. And then over here's your DLC stuff. Pre-order stuff. The deluxe edition stuff looks really cool, but it doesn't have like a, real good bonus, so not really wearing it much. If you come through the portal, which you'll unlock after you get here, on this side is Daphrona. She'll let you upgrade basically what are your spirit summons in the game, which are spirits of advocacy. So you'll get these little lacrima of circulation as you play through each level, and then you can upgrade their health, their damage, their stamina. The main thing I'm upgrading so far is their health and then a little bit of stamina, because just like with Elden Ring, I'm not really worried about them doing the damage. I'm going to be doing a lot of the damage, and I'm just kind of worried about them drawing aggro usually. So we're going to level these up here, the health and a little bit of stamina as we run out, because they get more expensive, each time. So as they get too expensive, I'll throw some in stamina and then some in damage later on. But alright, so there's the Phantom. Here is our, it's kind of like now that we've seen the actual setup of the hub, kind of reminds me of Demon Souls with like the different obelisks you go to travel. So here's Phraugh Village, which is our next area. We're gonna head on there. The Viper, I gotta say, was surprised he was still tough. I played the demo, and for whatever reason, it felt really easy, and the Blade Phantom felt really easy. So I was worried they kind of, like the beta felt really hard. Like I don't know why the Blade Phantom in the beta was way harder. Maybe just because I was new to the game. But I heard other people say it felt like the difficulty was toned down a little bit in the demo. But then I got to the regular game and was shocked how difficult the Viper was, because I had to replay through it, because on the demo file I didn't, you don't get to fight the Viper. So I had to go through that fight again, and it took me a good 20 tries. I'm embarrassed to say. This playthrough, so this is my second playthrough right here. I've only played through maybe like to the point we get the blacksmith, and I wanted to just see how far we need, like kind of the first few levels and get a feel for it before I started streaming. But yeah, I'm going to play up to what I've already played and then continue on this one being my primary, first playthrough. So, but anyways, yeah, so I already, beat him once on the other one. And then when I got to him on this one, the second try, I beat him, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 10 tries, but I was way lower level. I had to like grind my level a little bit the first time to beat him, because it was pretty tough. I was running around doing the fighting the spirit of advocacy things. There's our little zoom out showing the area. We're going to work our way up to that big building there for the boss fight. If you go to our left here, there will be a big boar hiding in the grass. turn down my gain just a little bit. Just picking up some other stuff. So sorry I've been a little absent for a while. I actually just got my gaming PC I had built. Normally I always advocate, you build it yourself, and that's what I've done in the past, but I actually had this one. I bought a, not a pre-built, but I custom ordered one. Just because I didn't have the time to go through the build, and then other thing was graphics cards are ridiculous to find right now. So AMD and Nvidia just both launched their new cards, and basically like I was getting up trying to get one of the new AMD cards on the day of launch, and I was there like the moment they dropped, logging in on 2 different sites trying to get one, and they were gone like instantly. And from what I heard, they had a decent amount of stock. I don't live near a micro center, so I couldn't buy one, so I was like, I'm gonna have to either wait a while. I'm just looking through my skills right now. I'm either gonna have to wait a while till I can get my hands on a card, or maybe I can buy a pre-built. So I started doing research, and Thermal Take, which they make a lot of components. They make PC cases, fans, stuff like that. And I've always been a big fan of Gamers Nexus, following their stuff. And they actually did a review on a Thermal Take. And I'm just going through my set bonus here. See, this one gives us actually another heal, Netherworld Energy, which there are only like 5 extra ones we're going to get through the whole game, so that's huge. So I'm just going to leave that on right now. I'm going to take these wolves out. Watch out too that there is a mimic under that body, as I'll show you right here as we run past it. But yeah, so I did my research, and they actually, Gamers Nexus is really tough on stuff, especially pre-builds. If you watch, they usually like destroy these companies that make pre-builds and talk about what trash they are and horrible deals. But they actually did a review on one, and were pretty positive, honestly, and it was only like $100 difference than building it yourself. So I did some research on Thermal Take, and actually their case, the tower case, is the one I was a big fan of and wanting to do a build in anyways. So I contacted them. They had a 5080 and a 9070 XT, and then a 5070 Ti. I was trying to decide between mainly like the 5080 and the 9070 XT, which the 5080 is also like maybe a little more powerful, especially more in ray tracing, which I don't care about as much. But I wanted the AMD card, but they were just selling like hotcakes. Especially they had kind of a low price launch where the cards are only like 600, and the Nvidia cards are selling for like 1200. So, but anyways, I contacted Thermal Take and had some questions. They were so awesome to work with. Like I think Jen, Jin, was the person who responded with me. I let him know like what color I wanted to build, all white. He gave me like a list of all his graphics cards and like what color they were, what's in stock. The case also mounts the GPU vertical, and he let me know which GPUs don't work because they have vapor chambers on a lot of the newer ones, and because they would be mounted sideways, like some of them don't cool properly. They had tested them all, and so then I kind of decided what card I want, what CPU and all that stuff. And I was, wanting to make sure my components were all the right color, and he went through and listed like every single component for me, which normally that's not what they do. You just pick your primary, like your graphics card, CPU, motherboard stuff, and the other fans and a lot of that stuff. A lot of companies just give you what they have laying around or what's cheap. But I thought it was really cool. He went through and took the time. I mean, I had a list of like 15 emails going back and forth, making sure I got everything the way I want it, because I'm really picky.
He was the first one to betray.
Drop down here.
Now he will pay.
Then we got another mimic under that lacrima little body thing right there as well, and he'll throw you right off the cliff, as I found out my first time through here. But yeah, anyways, I'm super happy with it, and that's just taken up a lot of my time, and I haven't wanted to like get into streaming any new games. This is the one right here, and I'll show you. We can just kind of like run over it, and so far I think that's the best way I've found to deal with him. But he will just chunk you right off the ledge there if he grabs you. Oh, I thought there was one right here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, just run past him. I think it's the best way. Pretty much every time I see those bodies now and they're not on a hard surface, I'm running over it. But yeah, anyways, they built the PC in like 5 days. I got it like 2 days ago. So that's why I haven't been streaming much. Didn't want to get into any new games, you know, and then like, because obviously I'm wanting to use my PC now, and at least at first for a while, you know, want to lean into that more than my PlayStation, especially because I can edit more and I can do, that's the main thing, I wanted to be able to do a lot more with editing and videos and stuff. So I didn't want to get too involved in any other games until I got that. But I did pre-order Khazan before I even decided I was buying a new gaming PC, which I had talked about it on my streams a while back, that once I hit 1,000, that was my plan, but it was just taking too long, and was really wanting to get on the PC where I can do a lot more with the streaming. I just was tired of trying to upload via my PlayStation, and I would never actually go on and use my old PC because I built it in 2015, and it just was really feeling dated. Had a R9 390X AMD card, which at the time was, I think, their best card, but that is an old, you know, 10-year-old card, which wasn't like it was kind of a meh card at the time because it was basically the same as their last generation card where they just had 8 gigs instead of 4 of VRAM. But yeah, I got the 9800 3DX, the 9070 XT, I got an AIO liquid cooler with a little screen on it, which is cool. I didn't even like pay anything. I just thought I was getting a regular cooler, but it's got the screen, and then I got the screen built in on the case. Let's see what else we got. We got an 8070 motherboard, and the case is really cool, man. I'll probably do a little short video on it and show it off. We got 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5. The DDR5, yeah. On GPUs they're using 6 now, but I was trying to remember. I'd got out of PCs for a long time just because I was so fed up with my old PC and I didn't want to spend the money on a new one. But I added all these components up, and I used the same ones I was wanting to use myself. You know, minus I used their like actual RAM that they make, which is actually really nice looking, and all their components and stuff. I was gonna go with their case anyways, so but anyways, like when I priced it out myself, it came within like I think like $150 of the best deals I could find myself. So to have it all built and shipped, and not to have to hassle with, you know, doing the BIOS and making sure everything works. They even had on my desktop a little picture of where they ran the online benchmark and everything. All the drivers were updated. I was really impressed. So if you're ever looking at getting a pre-built, I would definitely check out Thermaltake. And I would recommend their cases as well. This case is really cool. It's all magnetic. There's no like screws or latches anywhere. It's all stuff you either just pop off and it's held via magnets, or like really there's not any tabs either. It's mostly all magnets. Like even the glass on the front, you just pull and it comes off, and there's magnets holding it on. It's really cool. There's really nice screens on all the openings. It's a really well built case. It feels heavy duty. And it's definitely like more interesting looking than just all the square, you know, black cases with the GPU hanging out in the bottom that we've seen over the last, I don't know, 20 years or whatever. I keep breathing on my mic. But yeah, I'm super happy with it. So I'm trying to get OBS figured out and get like an overlay made and all that stuff, and then I'll probably start doing more live streams and things. So all you that have been around here for a while, I'm glad to still have you. Hopefully we can grow the channel, and just really excited. I got a lot of free time to do this right now, so pumped that I now have the equipment to be able to do what I want to do. So okay, we are at the next checkpoint at the docks here, and we are gonna have an elevator, or not elevator, like a pulley system right behind us. It's gonna give us a little shortcut. Once we get a little further too, there's gonna be, it's funny, it's just like Neo. If you've played that, these little Kodama looking dudes that are in the they're gonna be hiding in the jars, and they look just like the ones from Neo. So yeah, up here, we'll come up here and use this to get across as a shortcut. Oh, I didn't mean to drop back over here. I forgot about that. I just took you out. I'm trying to figure out that attack he does, if I have to just block twice in succession or what. The boss on this level is pretty cool. He does light you on fire a lot though, so I would be sure to stock up on the whatever they're called, but the potions that remove fire status. So damn, those were a couple shitty attempts. Alright, we need to go down this way. Dragons can't swim. I need to take my time with these trash mob guys more. I do the thing I do like in most Souls games where I don't like use any technique on the regular guys. I just run around and try to, like burst their health down real quick instead of like actually engaging the mechanics with them. Well, he's just gonna take it. I think there are 3 soul stones on this level, which are like the red crystals. You're gonna want to knock all those out because they're gonna increase your healing with your netherworld energy. One thing I think is cool, there's a lot of little mechanics to engage with in this game, like different places to level up. I can think of like 5 right offhand, like different systems that you have options to like change out the way things are equipped or level up. You like level up your spirits of advocacy, you have your normal leveling, you have your leveling on Khazan's memories, then you have the I can't think of the other ones right now, but there's a couple more. I didn't even realize they were there for like on the first playthrough for a while. And I had like a ton of them saved up. But yeah, you're gonna have to get used to, like, if you're searching for the little Kodama dudes, like bursting open every single jar, because they're really well hidden. They're not at all obvious. But you do get like a little vibration cue on your controller, so helps a little, but it's still really hard. I've only found like a few of them in the few levels I've beaten further on the first playthrough. Alright, we're gonna do this. Oh shit, he's swinging fast. Can we knock him off, please? Oh, he's going off. Yeah. Nice. I really like all the armor sets too, I gotta say. They're all got really great fashion to them. But yeah, if you haven't played yet, I would be knocking out these spirits of advocacy as you go. These little red. If you played Neo, they're just like that. Like there'll be enemies you can challenge, and each one of them you defeat gives you a chance to summon at the boss. And you may be someone who doesn't like to summon, but boy, at first you're gonna need them because the bosses are difficult. They make like the Souls games and other stuff seem so easy in comparison. This feels more like Sekiro level of difficulty, or like Neo on some of the really harder parts. Alright, there's our checkpoint. We'll heal and head back. We don't have enough right now. It's alright. Oh, my dog's barking. Just trying to figure out what that noise was. Alright, back across. Gonna open this, and then our next crystal will be actually right in this next area to the left of the door. Once we open it. Oh, damn. Kind of mobbing me. You gotta really watch out for the ones that are shooting arrows at you when you're dealing with a little trash mob. Because also, the status affliction, they will still afflict you with statuses even if you're blocking them. So just be on the lookout for that. And you probably want to try to dodge them if you can. Alright, we got them. So around here on the back, there's our mysterious energy emitting ore. I was thinking there was one left, but I guess not. Alright, we're going up this way. Grab this. And we have one nether stone so far to upgrade your netherworld energy. This is just telling us we can shoot that and drop the crate up there. And take the ones out below them. Oh, that move always gets me, damn. We got a hidden door right here, hidden area behind the door. Be on the lookout, there are a lot of those. Especially the ones like that look like a boarded up door, but I even found some later that were not too much later, but next couple levels there was one that was just a straight up wall, and I was in a fight and my sword contacted the wall and knocked it down. There's a hidden area behind it, so just be on the lookout. I'll try to find all the ones I can, but... Alright, we can go up over here. Or no, there's the crate in here. The other one we can go up. We got randomized drops. Which I usually don't like, the randomized loot in games where you get like overloaded with it. Kind of like in Neo in this, but... I do think there's enough variety in the sets in this game that at least makes it interesting. And not only the set bonuses, but the way they look and stuff. And then, you know, you see them kind of based on what region you're in, different sets here. It kind of loses some of its, what's the word? Like its value or uniqueness, I guess. When it's just kind of falling out of everything at you, you know? I always like the way they do it, like in Souls, where you'll find like one copy of a weapon somewhere. And then you obviously have the ones that drop too, but you know, like a lot of times you'll find one, it'll be hidden or whatever. It just makes it feel more unique. Alright, I gotta run real quick, but through the magic of editing, I will be right back and we'll pick up right here. So see you guys in just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Think I may not have been recording before, I don't know. Might have to re-record some of that. Let me get that back. Yeah. There's a lot of them right through here. This one always yells. Can stop that. Other way too, if you haven't played yet, just so you know, if you get hit with arrows, they still will actually inflict status on you. So just try to dodge them instead of block them. It obviously inflicts slower, but you have to block those twice when they do that rolling move. Like block, block. And this will actually help us. I think it just, or you can run up on them. So, we picked up the Netherrealm energy in Imbar's ruins, and the next one will be in the spider layer. So we still got a ways. There's a big guy right up ahead, and then this will connect back to the start point. You can actually just run past this dude. It's probably the best if you're not super confident. Wait, is that the right one? I think it is. Or maybe there's two of them. I'm trying to remember. There was a big one. I thought I knew what was next, but I'm getting a little confused now. You can drop that down on him if you want. Oh yeah, this guy. This leads to that little side room we just passed, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think that's corruption. No venom. Yeah, this goes over here. Need to take my time with the trash mob guys more, because in this game they could all take you down. You want to pick up all those little, like that evacuation order, all the little story things too, because they will give you those points. Oh shit, that actually burned me. They'll give you the points that allow you to level up one of those menus. I thought there was a link back to save right before that guy. I guess not. I'll just have to take him out, I guess. One go of it. I guess we're gonna take his dog out first. And now we're in on it. This guy's pretty tough. It's a lot of damage. Oh, I don't have enough. Ah, shit. I was just about to heal. Yeah, we gotta start way back. I really thought there was a closer shortcut. Aha! I knew I missed something there. Definitely gonna be editing this one together. And then I think, yeah, we'll come from that on the other side and move one of those, push it down the hill. Okay, that makes so much more sense. I was like, why is that so far? Should not be that far. Gotcha. That was way easier. Actionable scroll. That allows us to make the set. That'll roll downhill. So just be ready for it. And then you can dip over here. Or you can run up that, I guess. And there's our crystal. I think that's all of them for this level. Yes. Alright, and then I think we run past the big guy. And then we are at the shortcut.
You filthy monster! Take this!
Just getting too careless with the little guys. Oh, there's a big guy up there. Yeah, then that takes us past the big guy, that's right. So, this is where I was saying you can just run past them. Oh, I got some skills. 5? Holy shit. It's like the double dodge. Let's see if this works on him. Probably should have timed it. There's a big boy. Turn around, please. Oh no! I hit it. It's a second too slow. Alright, we're gonna fight him. I just want to unlock this first. Hurry! 5 frames. Oh no. I didn't realize that was a grab. That was terrible. 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 There we go. Gotcha. Very nice. Very nice. And now we are at the boss fight. So that will be the end of that one. Thank you all for watching. It's been Sweaty Zeus. Fashion on this is just awesome, right?